Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. My name is Avi. Today I will be playing your local real kind artist boy who lives in Yeddo. We're still in Yeddo. It's Yuina Kishimoto. Yeah! And with me today is my wonderful, wonderful friend who I love the art of, who has amazing characters, who has brilliant ideas. Would you please introduce yourself?
I'm gonna fucking destroy you.
No.
Hi, I am Marzi, and I will be playing Leo Layton, everyone's favorite awful, not child redhead, but teenage redhead with glasses.
Just
I have to get specific. There are like 3 different redheads.
there are 4.
Oh shit.
5 if we count Ichika.
Shit! There's so many redheads.
There are so many redhead with glasses. For the listening audience, both Marzi and I are kind of dying. It's been a week, trademark, and it's only Wednesday.
It really do just be like that, don't it?
Yeah. But yes, Leo.
Hi, that me.
I put my hand on your shoulder. The last time Leo was on screen during the Yeddo trip, at least in perspective of this FPS, that was fucking under the microscope.
Yes.
So, like, 2 big things that happened. One, you met the professor, who is a time traveler. That is your shit.
It was the best day ever.
It was the best day ever for, our funny little nerd boy.
He loves history, and he loves art, and he was so happy.
Yes. And, the second thing that happened, you sure did learn a lot.
Yeah, that almost ruined the best day ever, but it's fine. It's fine. We learned things. He's fine. His brother is fine. They have a joke that they're playing on the professor.
This is true.
That man will get no peace.
This man will know no peace. No peace at all.
Absolutely none.
Which is
Not
funny because you just met him in person.
Yeah. Leo was so ready to be so polite and nice and just a very good boy, but he's half-toon and he cannot resist the mischief.
You have, what do you call it? You have, the bit to commit to.
Exactly. As even though he's only half-toon, he has to commit to the bit. And that bit is letting the professor believe that Tom is his biological father.
Which I think is hilarious. That's gonna be great.
It's amazing.
It's great. It's great. I cannot wait for the prestige.
They're gonna fucking finesse it.
Yes.
But that's not what this FPS is about.
No! This FPS is about the fact that you had so much happen in, like, the span of 4 hours.
Hang on, there's someone at my door.
Oh boy. Hi, audience. I do a wiggle.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, a lot happened in, that 4-hour FPS.
Yeah, you had so much happen in the span of 4 hours, basically, that, I think you have earned the right to do whatever you want for now.
It's his turn on the ill-advised solo trip.
You, like, probably, at the very least, told, like, Arata and Camille, and, like,
Oh, yeah.
And I'm probably gonna guess Tome and Juby.
Yes.
That you were gonna go somewhere. And
because unfortunately, Leo is second babyest of the BBC.
This is true.
And Timmy's not here, so Leo right now is the babyest.
Leo is babyest of the BBC, and we love him anyway. You have I guess in the interest of the FPS, just so we can get to the point, you've probably found like either by like talking to Arata or one of his friends, or Boss.
Boss who does not stand a chance against all these bespeckled redheads.
This is true. You probably found out that there is an art gallery here in Okashima.
Hell yeah.
Actually, Okashima is a really big city. There's probably multiple, but there is one that was recommended to you and was pointed out to you, like, on a map that you probably have. I think I gave you a map in a previous FPS. It's okay, you can put it in your inventory now. Just put in a map of Okashima in your inventory.
Hell yeah! Puts it in the fumble shop.
Yeah! Anyway, so you have that in, to go for. But yeah, you are now going to an art gallery to, enjoy yourself. How you
Hell
feeling?
yeah. He's doing fucking fantastic. He loves art. He fucking loves going to look at art. It's one of his favorite things about being a Phantom Thief is that he gets to go to art galleries all by himself where there's no one else there. Unfortunately, he can't do that here in Yeddo, so he has to be a good boy and go in broad daylight and pay. Thankfully, I assume he still gets to bring Camembert.
Yeah. You probably get away with saying that he's your, service animal.
Hell yeah!
And besides, Camembert is very polite. He is pretty well behaved.
He's a very good boy.
He's a very good boy, and everybody loves him for being a very good boy.
Exactly. He's extremely polite, unless you're a police officer.
Unless you're a police officer. Indeed. When you get to the, the fuck was that?
What?
I'm not sure if my mic picked that up, but there was just a loud whap. Like, you know, like
it did, and
I was like,
hello?
Yeah, I think that was the, I think that was the laundry, or, like, the baby trying to, like, play with the washing machine.
Ah.
He's out and about and causing mischief. Anyway.
Sometimes you must cause trouble.
Hang on a sec. I'm gonna check real quick to make sure we're not dying.
Yeah. Hello, lovely audience. Hi, my name is Marzi. I hope you're all doing well. This sure is a day for everyone involved. Not me fucking around with pit crews in the background so I can have stuff to do with my hands.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm back. Wait, hang on. Let me make sure. Yes. Okay, we're good.
Everything is fine.
Everything is fine. I did not forget to turn my mic back on. Anyway.
Any whoosies.
Any whoosies.
Everything is normal. Leo, the big fucking nerd, probably has like a little notebook out and is taking like notes.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to decide on something. Do you want to roll a quick perception?
Percepi. God, I'm not used to his fucking modifiers now that I've leveled him up.
You are now leveled up.
He's level 9 now. I'm so proud. He's growing up so fast. That is a 19.
A 19?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah, alright. So, when you arrive at the gallery, you notice that there is something going on. I think the term would be, like, a showcase. Something about local artists, doing their thing, you know.
The things that artists do.
You know, the arts. There's showcase of, like, local artists, and their, like, pieces are on display. So you get a lot of, like, just, artwork that is a bit more, like, modern. And there are, like, sections of the gallery that are, like, older artwork, but you do see a lot of, like, different, styles and whatnot. I'm trying to remember the proper term for Yiddish art, because it's the very, stylized, real world Japan, kind of, I think, oil painting. There is a lot of that, but there is also a lot of, like, 3D pieces, installations, and, lots of, like, abstract artwork, too.
Don't let him in that bathroom.
Oh, hang on.
Oh. Hello again, audience. We're here for another commercial break.
Alright. We're good.
Hello.
Roommate troubles. Baby troubles. You know how it be.
Yeah.
Anyway, where the fuck was I? Yeah, there were different, like, artwork and stuff. And, with a 19, you're, like, probably, like, partway through, what do you call it? The gallery. You're partway through the gallery, as you notice that there is a familiar painting. You have seen this specific, canvas, in Arata's room. When you, the one time you visited.
He just has it.
What's up?
He just has it in his room.
He had it in his room. There was a reason for him to have it. You don't know that reason, though.
I and Marzi do.
Yes.
But Leo does not.
Leo does not. As I try to find an image of the actual painting again, because I did not think this far ahead. Oh my god, Firefox, please do not die.
Oh, jeez.
Give me a sec. I did it wrong. It's a very abstract painting. You know how it goes. The backdrop of it is dark colored, with lots of swirls and whatnot, and right on top of it though is this bright light of like primary colors that like almost seem to explode in like a splash of colors. You recognize this from Arata's room.
Leo stops in front of it. Camera Bear very obediently sitting down next to him. He kind of squints at it. Writes in his notebook, Arata painting, double, question mark?
God. Yeah. You know how in galleries they have like the little like the little, I forgot what they're called, the little notes that have like the entire description of the painting, the name, the title, the medium.
Yeah, the little plates.
Yes. Are you looking at that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you read it. The title of the painting is Desire and Hope. The medium is, oil on canvas, and there is a date, listed. I'm not gonna pull one. Don't make me do year math. I'm brain dead. I've been working retail all week, guys.
Listen, we're both dead. It's fine.
Where was I? And the artist is actually listed as Yuina Kishimoto.
And he does recognize at least Yuina's given name.
Yeah.
Because Arata is his brother, and Arata is gay, and Arata never shuts up.
Arata never shuts up about his boyfriend!
And Leo loves Arata so much, but Arata talks about his boyfriend so fucking often.
This is true, because he is gay and in love. What is my voice?
Which is very gay of him.
Oh my god, okay.
Oh.
I rolled a stealth just to be funny.
Holy shit! Jeez!
Oh god.
You know, what the fuck?
There's a moment as you're like staring at this painting, you're reading the like description of it, and you're looking at it. How do you feel about this painting anyway?
It's probably, I don't know about art in Inkwell, but I'm gonna say it's not like a lot of art in Inkwell.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely very interesting for him to see art made in like real kind countries.
Yeah.
And he's feeling a lot of things. one of them is honestly confused because he knows that Arata's boyfriend made it, but how the fuck is there doubles here?
Oh,
it's fine.
That's great. I love okay. So you're looking at this, you're contemplating,
writing notes.
You're writing notes. What are your notes? Like, you're writing notes just for, like, just in general?
He really likes the very, very bright middle, and all the primaries against the very, very dark, like, back, and all of the petal shapes around it. They're very pretty, and they're very light against that backdrop. And he thinks he gets, the title for it, but it's all contemplation. Also, texture good. Because oil paintings, damn man, sometimes they really do have that texture.
They really do. I have worked with oil paintings before. I've painted with oils. They are really, really good for texture, especially if you use a palette knife. Chef's kiss.
Fucking delicious.
Don't
actually eat oil paintings.
Please do not eat oil paints.
Don't
they are
do that.
Highly poisonous.
That's very bad. That's real bad.
Very poisonous. Do not do that. Anyway, so you're like doing that, like, a bit of contemplation as you're, like, writing down your notes and whatnot. My man sure did roll a 25 on stealth.
And see, Leo has a chance of beating that with a nat 20, but I'm not even gonna try.
So as excuse me. So as you're, like, writing stuff down, just out of nowhere, all of a sudden you just hear a voice from, like, directly behind you say, what does he say? He says, I see if you've noticed the painting.
Teleports behind you.
Teleports behind you!
Oh, we're gonna make a whiskey. Fuck, Leo, Jesus Christ. It's okay, it'll be funny.
Oh boy.
It'll be
no!
Funny. It's okay, it'll be funny. Leo jumps so hard that his notebook and his pencil get, like, tossed into the air.
I am going to roll Dex to see if he catches. Stop flexing.
Sir, what the fuck?
That is a 21.
Sir, what the fuck?
So, like, he probably catches your like, notebook. And just hands it to you.
Leo has, like, a hand over his chest and he's taking a deep breath and is like, thanks. Camembert has the pencil, meanwhile, in his mouth.
He's a very good boy, he fetch.
He's a very good boy, he fetched the stick.
He fetched the stick.
We love Camembert in this house.
We sure do. And he's just, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
No, you're good. I probably should have been more aware of my surroundings. Leo once again handed me stupid things to say, and I whapped him with a newspaper because no, you fucking idiot. He almost ended that sentence with a wouldn't want to get kidnapped.
Oh my fucking god. Leo, you aren't Camille.
There's a chance you could get kidnapped.
There is a chance, but, like, come on, you're not as much as a plot magnet.
He's just a very polite, normal boy.
Very. I think what Yuina says, he's just... God, you're so fucking... I hate this man. I don't, but, like, I think what he says is, he says something along the lines of, yes, well, that's understandable. I mean, one does get lost in the artwork here. Very notably, like, in front of his own painting.
I almost want Leo to not recognize it.
Do you want to roll a history?
Yeah, I mean, he might, because Leo's my history boy. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, no, I don't get my funny haha.
No, you did get one earlier.
I did get one earlier. He did roll a 4 on his whiz save.
We love that for him.
We love that. And finally, a funny fail on a whiz save.
Yes. Yes!
So, yeah. He kind of perks up at first and is like, yeah, I was really excited when they told me that there are art galleries here that I can see. It's been a while since I've seen, like, fully real kind country art galleries. And he pauses and looks back at the painting and then down at the nameplate and then up at Yuina.
He is just standing here.
He's just standing there and he's like, you're... Oh, Leo, you're supposed to be good with people.
He says, me? He says, me?
Arata's boyfriend, right?
Yes.
And then he points at the nameplate.
And then he nods again and says, completely missing the awkwardness in this present moment, he says, yes.
This is why I love him! This is why he's my favorite! I love him so much, Avi!
I love him too.
I adore him!
Now you see why Arata loves him.
Fights game developers for not making him a dateable option.
We're not going on that tangent. We are in the middle of an FPS.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
As Leo kind of slowly nods and is like, cool. It's really nice to meet you.
And he says, it's nice to meet you too. I don't know your name.
Of course, Arata talks about you for, like, days on end to the point where we know almost everything about you, but then he never talks about us. I'm so offended. I can't believe he would do that to me, his brother.
There was so much going on in, like, that statement alone. You see him pause, and he goes, well, to be fair, he has adopted several brothers. Second, he talks about me?
He talks about you a lot.
Oh.
Like, a lot. Like, I have text receipts a lot.
Hang on. Please imagine the Yuina version of this emoji.
Good, yes. That's what I wanted.
looks like that for a moment.
Fucking gay.
He's gay. He is very gay. Did I add the gay emoji to the server?
It's okay. Wait, hang on. I have Nitro. I can do it.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. I am satisfied.
Leo is here to make fun of his brothers and their crushes / date mates.
Oh, we love that for him. He is the younger brother. He is the youngest brother here. He gets that right.
Absolutely. If Timmy were here, he'd do the same thing. Oh no, yeah, Leo sees this and is just internally just I cannot resist this mischief.
Ah! And I
Leo...
think... Oh, continue.
Oh, go ahead.
He was going to say, but you are one of Arata's brothers, yes?
Yeah, I'm Leo, and this is Camembert.
Oh,
Camembert
yes.
very politely boofs from around the pencil.
And he goes, yes, Arata has spoken of you. You are also in the fine arts, yes?
Yes.
And he looks down... Oh, continue.
I know almost all there is to know about art in Inkwell.
Ah, fascinating. And, he then looks down to Camembert, and he goes, he is a very good dog.
He is a very good dog. He's very polite.
And he nods. Roll insight real quick. Roll insight to see if you can tell that he wants to pet your dog.
Ah, Leo, what the fuck?
Oh, baby whale.
Puts my head in my hands.
I need a 12. He's not... What is your charisma? It's not great. His charisma is a 9.
Oh my god, darling! I love that for him.
So you
versus Leo's, like, perfect charisma.
So, like, he's like, your dog is very good. He does not say that he wants to pet your dog, but you can just tell.
Leo kind of snorts and then takes the pencil from Camembert and puts it in his hammer space and is like, go ahead and pet him. I just, try to be discreet. I did have to lie and say that he's my service animal to get him in here.
And there is a very sage nod as he just kind of, like, kneels really, quietly and just gives Camembert a very quick pet.
Camembert does lick his hand.
Aww. Actually, Camembert don't lick that. He's probably painted recently. You, like, see him, like, pull back, like, no, don't lick that.
No, I've worked with oils.
You can lick this hand instead. He is an idiot, Your Honor.
I love them. I love him so much.
The good news about the Spear Rogues is that every single one of them is, like, teenagers.
Not a single brain cell.
Not a single...
Is there a hacker? Yes. Is there a very established detective? Yes. Is there a fine artist? Yes. Are there any brain cells? No.
The closest we get is Minori, and even she drops the brain cell. Miss Student Council President.
Miss Student Council President who has a fucking bike. Cannon will fuck you up.
Yeah. But yeah, he finishes giving Camembert pets without Camembert trying to lick his painted hands.
Camembert's tail is wagging. He's a very good boy.
He's a very good boy. Excuse me. And, he stands back up and looks between you and the painting, and he goes, "Would you mind if I get your opinion on the painting?"
Oh, sure. It's bright. Not in, like, the color sense, though, I guess also that. But I guess it's like that sort of light shining through the darkness feel. It kind of almost reminds me of a really old Einquell painting. This is me, Marzi, making stuff up.
I was about to make it work. Make it worse.
Oh?
He was about to say, "Oh." Like, expecting you to do it, to describe it.
Yep, that's what I was about to do, baby!
Yeah.
It's called the Inky Riptide, and it was painted, I think, year 20 after Erasure? And it has that sort of, it has the dark, flowy background, but not that bright, not the bright pops of color that this has. It's definitely a lot sadder. So I guess that's because it's supposed to be about the sort of turmoil after the erasure. But this has the sort of feeling of building up afterwards, after something like that happens.
And Yuina's nodding along as you describe the painting you're talking about, and like and he gets what you're trying to say, basically. That's the long and short of like what's going on here. Sorry, I'm getting DM'd real quick.
Mm-hmm. It's funny, because at the same time I also got a DM.
Ugh, real world obligations. Anyway.
Ugh.
Oh, actually, let me do something real quick. He nods, and, he does, say, I think what he ends up saying is, something along the lines of, "Well, I won't claim to be a, connoisseur of the, of Einquell's branch of, fine art. I most certainly don't know anything about the erasure or the history of the country. But, this was a painting I had done quite some time ago, actually." And you see him kind of, like, look towards it again, like he's, like, doing another, like, up close and, like, actual examination of the painting. And he says, The title, Desire and Hope. God, I hate having, like, the idea of what he wants to say, but, like, not the actual words, because he's got such an eccentric vocabulary.
He's just like that.
He is very like that. This was made in, response to a desire of mine to hopefully capture the essence of the heart in a painted format. I don't know if I would say I was successful in the endeavor, but I do believe I was successful in encapsulating my feelings. Desire and hope. The ugliness of the heart, and the power to overcome it.
Leo is slowly nodding as he turns back to look at it again. And very softly is just, you must have been going through a lot. Made it.
And you do see, well, you're looking away, but, like, probably in the corner of your eye, you do see him, like, nod his head kind of slowly. Like, yeah, you are kind of spot on with that. And, I think what he ends up saying, actually, is, I was in the middle of one of my worst art slumps when I made this.
And Leo nods very sympathetically.
And I think he continues and says, in fact, the first pass of this painting, I had not even added the hope aspect. Sorry, I just realized what I said, and then the Homestuck brain kicked in.
When the Homestuck hit.
Give me a sec. That was great.
I can't believe Yuina's a hope aspect.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I'll kill you!
Do it, bitch. I dare you. Try me, motherfucker.
Oh, God. He says, I had not added the hope aspect, and I had tried to submit the original piece, simply Desire, into a contest here in this gallery, actually, but, well, it did not go well. It was not exactly well received.
Leo is my smart boy, so I'm going to see if he puts pieces together and what that means. Or at least the desire without the hope part.
Yeah.
Leo, why are you rolling so shit?
I look away.
I'm using my other d20. Oh, yeah, it's a little better. But not much. That was just an intelligence check.
Alright, just a regular intelligence?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I can work with that. You're familiar with the arts, which means you probably have, like, enough experience to tell that, the more colorful aspects of the painting.
Mm.
It wasn't that it was, like, not to be a digital artist, but it wasn't like they were on the same layer. The colored portions of the painting was painted on top of the backdrop. Like, originally, it was just the very dark, cruder colors. In fact, I'm going to put something into roll so you can have better visualizing, and so can our audience.
Delicious.
Which, in and of itself, does speak a lot about Yuina's, perception of the concept of desire.
Mm.
It is not a pretty piece, without that aspect of, like, of hope in the painting.
And Leo kind of mulls that over as he puts those pieces together. And still kind of quietly, whatever it was that made you that upset over desires must have been really bad.
Oof.
There's a little dance and Leo don't know shit.
Leo doesn't know shit. Roll insight.
Ah, shit.
Bullies you. Bullies your boy.
It's okay, he has a good insight. He's just rolling shit today.
I believe in the him. I mean, a 16's not that bad.
Yeah. Thank God for his modifiers.
But yes, I do weagle. Yuina doesn't really wince so much as he, like, kind of, goes quiet and his gaze kind of, like, drifts downward.
Mm.
If you're familiar with Persona 5, it's like that very specific, cut-in animation, where, like, Yusuke does actually do that motion where he kind of just glances downward and looks upset about something.
Leo's handing me having more to say, too, because he's not looking at Yuina. As he kind of hums quietly and looks at the piece and tilts his head a bit. And he's just... I don't know what happened, but... Well, and I can't say that I get it, but... I think I've felt something similar before.
And Yuina looks up and he says, "Have you?"
He lets out kind of a mirthless, like, breathy little laugh. If I wanted to, I could probably get to painting and pretty alright at it. I was raised by a classical painter, but... And Leo kind of grimaces. Painting isn't really the same.
And there is a moment of pause as Yuina, again, nods slowly, and he is going to insight you. This is a threat.
This is a threat.
My fucking god.
Is he fucking flexing?
Yes! Why are you
Bitch,
like
the
this? Why is he like this? Help!
What the fuck?
That's a 25.
Yeah, there's something sad and kind of bitter, a little wistful in how Leo looks. Or he's looking at the painting, but almost like he's staring through it and about something else entirely. Hello?
Yes, I'm trying to think about what Yuina does here. I think he does notice your reaction to that. Not really reaction, your current emotions, and he kind of just... You said you were raised by a painter yourself.
Yeah, my father was a painter.
Well, I don't know if I would call him my father anymore, but I was raised by an artist as well. What?
Puts my head in my hands and shakes Leo.
Oh?
He handed me, same trauma.
God! I think Yuina, after he says that, he goes, May I show you something?
Oh, yeah, sure, I guess.
Alright. It's just this way, and he is going, without even, waiting for you, because he's like that, he is going to hurry down a little further into the gallery.
Yep, Leo is following, and Camembert is right behind him.
Service dog.
Service dog.
Yeah. Where Yuina takes you, you see, there are more paintings here.
I would assume so. It is an art gallery.
It is an art gallery. Specifically, there are oil paintings. And considering the fact that you have, spent, how far are we into the recording? About 30 minutes staring at one specific one, you do realize that there are, a few more paintings in the same, artistic style. There are more of Yuina's paintings here. And, you know what, let's roll me another perception.
You got it.
Even if you roll low, I'll give you something.
Holy shit.
Oh.
It's like my dice were here to spite you.
Iconic. Alright, so with the 24, yeah. The more you go through these, paintings, the more you realize that, according to, the little, nameplates and whatnot, they are dated a lot sooner than, Desire and Hope. But you do notice, as, the time progresses between these few paintings, it's not all just, Yuina's artwork, by the way, in this, area. It's just, where more of them are. There are, the more you realize that, the further it gets, in time, as more time passes, the more better these paintings are, you definitely notice that there is absolutely an increase in quality with Yuina's paintings as time goes on. And not only that, there is how would you say? I guess you could say looser feeling. Like, there is something about the artwork and the strokes behind the brush that just has a more ingrained feeling of freedom. And as for what these paintings are, I guess, you definitely see, what's it called? A shisa? Hang on. Yes, a shisa. There's a painting of a shisa, which is like these statue things. They're like guardians. They kind of look like this. I'm gonna spoil because of the way the statue style is. Might be a bit of scopo. But, I don't think it's too bad because it's not directly at the camera. They're like little...
they're funky guys.
They're funky little lion dogs. You do see one of those, and it's in bright, vibrant colors of, like, yellow and green and blue. You see a painting that is, like, of a beachside, at sunset. Leo's been to Toontown, right?
Yes.
Okay. There is one painting in particular, and you notice it was dated about... It's dated about a year ago. And it looks like a specific space in Toontown that you have passed through.
That one gets Leo to kind of pause. He doesn't know... I don't know if Yuina is stopping there, but he does pause and look at it and kind of squint.
Yeah, he probably does notice that you stop in front of it, and he goes, "Oh, yes, last year during Arata's birthday, instead of him visiting us, we visited them. We visited him, and we got to see, Toontown in person."
Oh, I was gonna ask if this is you guys going on a date or something.
Well, yes.
Thought so.
Oh, yes, there is probably another painting, because I just remembered an FPS that happened that Yuina did, in fact, appear in. And he did, in fact, get to paint in. There is definitely a very overdramatic portrait of a satyr.
Oh!
It's such a shame that Magic is not in the audience right now.
Oh my god! Leo only slightly recognizes that, because, I mean, Seeker is here on the same trip.
Yeah!
But they haven't, like, officially met.
I fucking love that.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah. It does look like it's, like, in a very pretty ostentatious, theater. At least the background of the portrait. Seeker's, like, striking a very dramatic pose.
Yes, king. Give us nothing.
But, like, yeah, the general gist here is that there is a vast improvement in both, like, skill and quality, but also just the general vibe behind these paintings.
Mm.
And I think Yuina ends up saying, there are a lot of things I could say about my mentor. He was not a good man. But it is not our forebears who define us. And you hear him kind of, like, shuffle a little bit before he realizes, like, what he just said, and he's just, sorry, I didn't mean to, that was likely a personal subject.
No, you're good. And my crybaby has handed me tears because I'm tearing up.
Oh, Leo.
As he kind of, like, scrubs at his eyes with, like, the sleeve of his cardigan. And he's like, I wanted to believe so badly that my father was a bad person. But everything he's ever done was for my sake. Everything he ever did was for me. All the crime, erasing my memories.
He did that to you.
Yeah, I apparently died when I was 7.
Yikes!
He's very emotional right now, so it's time for Leo to do the classic Leo move of say things he shouldn't say that are extremely personal. It's okay, Camembert is here, and he is shoving his wet nose into Leo's hand, which usually does help him ground himself.
Aww. The point is, Leo, can I call you that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, reminder, they are in Yeddo.
Leo, while rubbing at his eyes, and it's like, dude, you smooch my brother, that's fine.
Cheeks go pink. He goes, the point is, Leo. Woof.
Woof.
There is a dog barking in the background. Hello? Dog that barks outside my window for every night for like 3 weeks? Yeah, I haven't heard from you for like a while. Hello?
And we know it's not Camembert because he's very polite.
Yeah. Somebody snuck in a dog that was not a service dog. Anyway. If I can remember what my fucking train of thought was.
Leo spilling things, very personal things that he probably shouldn't to someone he just met.
Yeah,
usual.
The point is, and like, Yuina places a hand on your shoulder. His grip might be a little too tight, but it's probably because he's very passionate.
He's just like that.
He is like that, TM.
We love that about him.
But he does want
King.
He wants you to pay attention to him, so he's he is grabbing you, but he is holding, like, one hand on your shoulder, and he is looking at you intently, and he says, the point is, Leo, we are much more than the people who raised us. In fact, I would even wager to say that you would be able to accomplish much greater things than he likely ever will be. Even if... And he takes a deep breath. Even if the things your father did was for your own good. And he does sound a bit shaky as he says that.
Wait.
He says, you still have a future ahead of you, and you have incredible potential. Did I make him cry more? Hang on.
He's a crybaby. That happens. It's fine. Leo is just this emoji affectionate.
Aww. You see Yuina, like, let go of your shoulder, and he's just... Oh, I don't have a handkerchief, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. And he's just rubbing his face with his sleeves. I'd pull one out, but we're in Yeddo. That means my fumbling is through the roof.
Oh dear. Does it change when you're outside of Inkwell?
Yeah, because of and Leo kind of jazz hands and is like, I have a rare disease. And it's affected by the sort of the words, the sort of surrounding inspiration magic that exists in Inkwell. And then he sort of gestures, and this is a real kind of country.
I fucking love the fucking line Yuina just handed me.
Oh?
Yuina voice, I think this is what errata refers to as trauma dumping.
He says that, Leo's like, fuck, by the moon, I'm so sorry.
It's alright. You see him, like, he does this pose where he, like, brings a hand to his chin and, like, holds his elbow in, like, one hand, and he's just nods to himself very seriously, and he says, I will make it up to you somehow.
What do you mean? I just trauma dumped at you. What do you mean you make it up to me?
Yes, well, in fairness, I did say some rather... He pauses as he looks forward, and I look forward, and he says, I did touch on some rather personal subjects.
Dude, I literally told you that I have a rare disease.
You take one look at this artist. He is stubborn and stupid.
I love him.
is also poor. He does not know how he's gonna, like, pick it up to you.
Oh no, I got a soft thought.
Oh?
Leo, he does sniffle a bit because he was crying. Then he kind of laughs and is like, how about you... I mean, I'm extremely out of practice because I think the last time I painted I was, like, 5. So, maybe... I mean... Maybe...
I don't think he's following.
Leo's turn to turn pink. He's like, I don't know, you go to a fancy painting school, and you probably know more about it than I do. Kind of like pokes his fingers together.
Oh! Do you want lessons?
I mean, that'd be cool, I guess.
Yuina is not a toon, but you have the distinct impression that if he was, there would be stars in his eyes. And he practically, claps his hands together, and he says, I would be delighted to teach you.
Cool. Cool. And Leo is genuinely excited. He is just also 17 and a dweeb.
And Yuina is... painting is his passion.
I love him.
And, he goes, yes, I have plenty of, canvases to spare. And you see him as he, starts to mutter to himself, as he, tries, he doesn't even realize that he's doing this. But he is already planning an entire, lesson plan for you.
Love him.
And he is just lost in thought.
Leo kind of snorts and is like, you think boss will mind if we hijack the cafe?
And, hang on, let me see if he snaps out of it. He does not!
Oh, darling!
What is your perception? Oh, God, that was a 2 on the dice.
Love him! Oh my god!
Very lost in thought, trademark. It doesn't seem like he heard you.
Yeah, Leo probably kind of waits to see if he gets a response. When he does it, he snorts again, it looks down at Camera Bear and is like, now I know how the others feel when I do this.
And, this whole time, by the way, he is muttering to himself, so,
Leo handing me, gonna get Yuina to a secondary location so they're not just standing in an art gallery.
Where are you taking it?
I don't know, Leo just handed me sort of linking their arms and, I don't know, maybe somehow leading Yuina to the cafe.
Yes! Gosh.
Just as Yuina's mumbling to himself, sort of links their arms together, pats Yuina's arms, alright, old man. Despite him not being that much older than Leo.
Hang on, I have a funny idea. Let me roll perception again. Okay, yeah, that's... The dice like to play with me.
Oh?
They like to play with my heart.
What have they done? Damn, what the fuck? Yuina, what the fuck?
So it's, probably as, you're on the train again, Yuina realizes that he looks around, and he's just, we left the art gallery.
Yeah.
When?
Leo kind of gets his phone out of his pocket and looks at it, or his plot device. Looks at the clock and is like, I don't know, like 10, 20 minutes ago? You know, you should really pay attention to your surroundings. You're very easy to kidnap.
And he just kind of like... He's just, where are we going?
The cafe?
The Green?
Yes?
Oh, thank goodness.
I was not actually kidnapping you. I think Arata would kick my ass if I kidnapped his boyfriend.
Oh, yes, he certainly will.
I mean, like, I could probably take him, I could kick his ass, but, like, that's so much work.
I feel like this is such a wonderful place to end. Like, as you guys are going to the cafe to begin lessons in art. But you're also just bickering about the fact that Yuina was oblivious enough for you to just drag him to the train.
Yeah, Leo's just, were I anyone else, this would be me taking you to a secondary location. You need to be more careful. You're older than me. You need to be more aware of your surroundings.
I am aware of my surroundings. You absolutely was not.
Literally looped, I literally looped my arm around yours, and you didn't say anything. You didn't even say anything when I called you an old man.
He does that, you know that meme of, like, the really angry lady of, like, pointing that finger and just, like... Yeah! He's like that for a moment. Before he kind of just huffs and crosses his arms.
Which I will be telling Arata about, by the way. I think he'd be very concerned about how easily kidnappable you are.
Oh, no, please do not do that. I will not be able to hear the end of it. And...
Oh, I love them. I love them so much. They're so stupid.
Congratulations, Leo. You have made another friend!
Hell yeah! Art boys!
Art boys!
I love them.
I love them too.
I love Yuina so much.
I love Leo.
Prize. Thompson Wales even.
They're both so good. Thank you.
So good and so stupid.
Thank you, Marzi, for playing with me.
Thank you, Avi, and I'm sorry Leo trauma dumped at Yuina.
It was so fucking funny.
It is, unfortunately, something Leo does.
Unfortunately. And thank you to our audience for listening in both now and in the future. For now, we are going to bid you a good time zone. Bye!